Hello everyone, I want to show you how to make this fairy toadstool that you can hang on the tree. I love the detail in it, and it's all made with simple crochet stitches. So it's got the cap, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 rounds in the cap. It's got the hanging loop and the gills, the skirt, the vulva, the stem. So it's got all these little details, but very little effort. And we're going to start with the cap, and we're gonna finish it here, and then we're gonna start with the stem and then go up, make the skirt and then the gills, and then as you make your last round of the gills, we're going to join to the cap. And this mushroom actually uses no stuffing, and it weighs less than 10 grams, so very easy. And I'm using about 8 inches of ribbon for the loop, and I'm going to use a 5mm hook and some DK yarn. I'm using King Cole, Price Wise, in red and white. So we're going to start with the white one, with the white color. So we're going to make a magic ring or a sliding loop, and I'm gonna chain 3 and make 15 double crochets into the ring. So let's check that we have 16 posts. So now we take the loop the ribbon that we tied into a loop with a knot, and this is going to be the right side. So we're going to pull the loop through just before we tighten up close the gap, tighten up the ring, so that we don't need to do it later. And now we're going to join with a slip stitch at the top of chain 3, but we're going to pull up the red. So the next round starts with a chain 2, and I'm going to secure the ends. And next round consists of front post and back post double crochets all around. So we begin with a front post double crochet around the post directly below, which is a chain 3 from last round, and then a back post double crochet around the next post and all the way around. So you should have 8 front post double crochets and 8 back post double crochets in this round, and we're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of the first front post double crochet. Just insert your hook into that stitch and then pull up the white. And the next round is chain 3 and then a series of double crochet back loop only, but two in each stitch. So the stitch count is going to be 32 for this round. So we're going to make double crochet back loop only into the same stitch, which is this, because this and this is the same. And then 2 double crochet back loop only into the next stitch and all the way around. We're not going to crochet into this stitch here because we already made 2 into this stitch. This counts as 1. So let's make sure we have 32 stitches in this round. Yes. And now we're going to connect with a slip stitch to the top of chain 3, and this is going to be last round. So we're going to again insert the hook into the top of chain 3 and pull up the red, but see, I've not been cutting the yarn, just carrying it over, just pulling it up. And now and this is round 4. Round 4 is same as round 2, so chain 2, oops, and then from post double crochet around the post directly below the chain 2, so the chain 3 from last round, and back post double crochet around the next post and all the way around, from post back post. We can cut the white here, and let's just join with a slip stitch to the top of first from post double crochet and not the chain 2, and fasten off. So the cap is complete, and I'm just going to secure the ends, and then we're going to start on the stalk, just to be really sure that this knot doesn't go through. I mean, I just like to be really sure, secure, like to secure things. I could just pull the yarn tails through the ribbon loop, and that way it will have something to hold on to when it hangs. But really, it's a very lightweight mushroom, so you know, it's not probably not going to be a problem. And there isn't a stuffing inside. It just holds its shape like this. The cap, if you want, you can press it down with your fingers and it changes the shape. I really like how organic this mushroom looks, how it's got all the little details but with really very simple stitches that don't take much effort, but it just looks, you know, like a real fairy mushroom. We'll start with the magic ring, and let's make a chain 2 and then 7 single crochets into the ring. We can close the ring and slip stitch into the top of chain 2, but pull up the red. And now we're going to chain 2, and at this point again I like to secure the ends. So round 2 is the same as round 2 from the cap actually. So let's make a front post double crochet around the post directly below. This is the only bit that's a little bit fiddly this round, I would say, because it's not that easy to see the posts, but just sort of, if you just insert the hook where your last post ended, I think that should help you to guide that should guide you better. So I'm just inserting a hook where the last post ended, and then just wrapping it around the next post. So back post, double crochet around the next post and all the way around. So we have 4 front posts and 4 back posts. Now slip stitch to the top of first front post double crochet, and let's pull up the white. So for this stem, that's the only red round, so we can now cut the red tail. Round 3 is chain 3 and a series of double crochets back loop only, but not 2 in 1, but just 1 per each stitch. So double crochet back loop only into the next stitch, so not the same but the next, and all the way around. Let's check that we have 8 posts. Yes, and I could maybe just try and secure this end, and let's join with the slip stitch to the top of chain 3. So round 3, wait, 1 2 3, round 4. Now we're making the skirt. So for the skirt, it's going to be back posts, double crochets all around. No alteration between the two, alternation. Just the back post, and that will make the stitches stick out to form the skirt. So chain 2, and then the back post double crochet around the post directly below, and back post double crochet around the next post and all the way around. So let's see that we have 8 posts. We're not counting the chain 2, so ignore the chain 2 and count the 8 posts. Okay, and now we're going to connect with a slip stitch, skipping the chain 2, but to the top of the first back post double crochet with a slip stitch. And so 1 2 3 4 4 rounds. Now there's only 2 rounds left, so we're up here, and now this next round we're going to jump from 8 stitches to 32. So we're going to make chain 3, and so 3 double crochet back loop only into the same stitch, and then 4 double crochets back loop only into the next and the next, and all the way around. So let's make sure that we have 32 posts. Yes. Now we're joining with a slip stitch to the top of chain 3, and round 6, so we've made half of the gills, and round 6 is chain 3, and so in this round we're joining with the cap. So we're removing the hook from the loop and inserting through the any two posts from the last round, front to back, and pull up the loop and chain one, and then make a double crochet into the next stitch. So I think it's this one, double crochet. So I'm just not doing the back loop, just double crochet and removing the hook again and inserting the hook through the next space between two posts front to back, and pulling up the loop and chaining one, and repeating this all the way around. So when you're crocheting around and you're coming across the chain two that we weren't counting as a post, so see how you have one small in between the two big ones, and then where we made the chain two, you kind of have to, so you just ignore that and kind of insert a hook as if it doesn't exist. So next to the back post, double crochet is there just to fill in the gaps, so there isn't a one big gap. So we've made sure we have a chain one between all the front post, back post up here, and double crochet into each stitch down here, and now we're going to connect with a slip stitch to the top of chain three and fasten off, and just take your hook along the, insert it inside and take it along the fabric and just pull through the tail to hide it. And as easy as it was, you're finished, and you have your beautiful mushroom, your fairy toadstool to hang on the tree with this beautiful detail. So next time I want to show you how to make this little baby. So see you soon.